source of energy. So scientists believe that energy drinks are labeled wrong as they don't energize you, but they stimulate you. Energy drink consumption has continued to gain popularity since 1997 when Red Bull was introduced. They are available in 150 countries. Energy drinks such as Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, Amp, Full Throttle are beverages advertised to boost energy. They contain high caffeine content that can lead to health issues. Energy drinks also contain several other harmful ingredients such as guarana, ginkgo, ginseng, sugar, amino acids, taurine, and ephedrine. These ingredients act as stimulants. Caffeine is basically a drug, and it's the most popular drug consumed by humans in the world. It acts as a central nervous system stimulant and helps restore alertness. Caffeine is toxic when taken in high dosage. It's a super caffeinated energy drink has really increased in popularity in the past decade. About a third of 12 to 24-year-olds regularly drink energy drinks, which makes up more than $3 billion in sales every year. Since energy drinks contain high dosages of caffeine, it can lead to negative effects in health. Energy drinks contain anywhere from 48 milligrams to 800 milligrams of caffeine for an 8-ounce can, and 96 milligrams to 1,600 milligrams of caffeine in a 16-ounce can. So this is a chart that shows different energy drinks like Redfin Energy in a 2-ounce serving size can. It contains 200 milligrams of caffeine. In 5-hour Energy, in 2 ounces, it contains 139 milligrams of caffeine. In Monster, in 16-ounce can, it contains 160 milligrams of caffeine. In Full Throttle, in a 16-ounce can, it contains 140 milligrams of caffeine. And in Rockstar, in an 8-ounce can, it contains 80 milligrams of caffeine. In Sobe, in an 8-ounce can, it contains 48 milligrams of caffeine. In Spike Shooter, in an 8-ounce can, it contains 300 milligrams of caffeine. And in Red Bull, in an 8-ounce can, it contains 80 milligrams of caffeine. So, caffeine has a lot of side effects to it, like restlessness, irritability, increased blood pressure, heart attacks, sudden cardiac arrest, chest pains, heart palpitations, insomnia, jolts and sudden crash, tremors. And caffeine is diuretic and causes your kidneys to remove extra fluid from your body and can lead to dehydration. Pediatricians around the United States have made guidelines for kids who drink energy drinks. So for ages 4 to 6, a good limit is 45 milligrams of caffeine. For ages 7 to 9, 62.5 milligrams is okay. Ages for 10 to 12 is 85 milligrams, and ages 7 to 19 is 100 milligrams. So if a child from 14 to 19 years old drinks 1 can of 5-hour Energy, they would already be going over their limit. If children from ages 4 to 9 drink 1 can of Monster, they would be going over their limit. But kids who are 10 to 19-year-old, they can drink 1 drink, which is okay. Red Bull contains 77 milligrams, so the kids who are 4 to 9-year-olds, that would be going over their limit, and so 10 to 19-year-olds, it's okay to drink 1. And the amount of caffeine in some energy drinks is about the same as found in 14 Coca-Cola cans. Certain marketing ads that are focused on sports tend to interest youngsters and can aim toward increasing overdose of caffeine. So like commercials on TV, they make the kids want to drink it. They show how they can help you, but they really are not good for you. So one quick question: why there is so much research on dangers of energy drinks, but coffee also contains a very high dosage of caffeine? but the reason they focus on energy drinks is that some energy drinks have very high levels of caffeine content, much high compared to even the strongest cup of coffee. Energy drink ads are targeted toward younger kids and can lead to overdose due to the popularity around them. And energy drinks contain other harmful ingredients that are harmful in addition to the high dosage of caffeine. The other ingredients, such as guarana, that is a plant that contains high amounts of caffeine. L-carnitine, taken in high dosage, can cause nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. Ginseng can cause headaches, bleeding, dizziness, and high blood pressure. Taurine can lead to high risk of stroke. Yohibidine can cause high blood pressure. So around the world, they have banned or limited energy drinks. So in Argentina, they banned energy drinks in nightclubs. Australia, they banned energy drinks with caffeine content over 320 milligrams. In Canada, it requires warning labels on all energy drinks. In Denmark and Turkey, they banned all energy drinks. In Germany, it requires strict warning labels. In Ireland, it requires labels to state dangers for kids under 16. In Norway, energy drinks can only be sold in pharmacies. In the United States, there are no limits, no age limitations. So a lot of college students drink energy drinks. And a lot of colleges have also banned energy drinks. So one of the biggest concerns is that students tend to mix energy drinks with alcohol. And mixing alcohol with energy drinks, such as Red Bull, can cause impulsive and risky behavior, since the caffeine makes you more wide awake and alcohol makes you sleepy. So it makes you the caffeine makes you want to drink even more, so you don't know when to stop. Some reasons the students drink it is to make up for insufficient sleep, to increase energy, to help study for exams, help complete a major project, and during parties mixing it with alcohol. So since a lot of these kids drink energy drinks from ages 15 to 18, there's been a lot of ER visits due to caffeine symptoms. So most of the time, research shows that most of the time it's males that are going to the ER, and majority of the patients have side effects related to caffeine overdose. There was a study on energy drinks, the health effects of energy drinks on children and young adults. Their objective was to review the side effects of energy drink consumption among the children and young adults. And what they did was they researched on different books to see what helped them figure out their. So the results were, according to the self-report surveys, energy drinks are consumed by 30% to 50% of the adolescents and young adults. Frequently containing high amounts of caffeine, these drinks have been reported in association with serious adverse effects, especially in children and young adults with seizures, diabetes, cardiac abnormalities, or mood and behavioral disorders, or those who take certain medications. Of the 5,448 U.S. caffeine overdose reported in 2007, 46% occurred in those younger than 19 years old. Several countries and states have debated or restricted energy drink sales and advertising. Their conclusion was that energy drinks have no therapeutic benefit, and many ingredients are understood and not regulated. The known agents included in such drinks combined with reports of toxicity raises concern for potentially serious adverse effects in association with energy drink use. In short term, pediatricians need to be aware of the possible effects of energy drinks in certain populations and screen for consumption to educate families. In long-term research should aim to understand the effects in at-risk populations. So some prevention and awareness. Pediatric doctors need to be aware of energy drink intake by children, teenagers, young adults, and potential risk of overdose. Awareness is important of athlete children with high risk behaviors, certain health health conditions like seizures, high blood pressure, and irregular heart rates. Awareness is also important in children with anxiety, poor nutrition, and sleep disturbances. Healthcare provides need to provide awarenesses to families and children at risk for potential side effects of energy drinks. My conclusion is based on my research. Energy drinks are not a good source of energy. In fact, they are harmful to your health. High content of caffeine in these drinks can lead to toxic results. Popularity and marketing effects also are leading to increased consumption of energy drinks in children, causing them to go beyond their recommended limits for caffeine intake. Increase in overdose of caffeine caffeine has been reported by the doctors and hospitals, and many countries have stated strict guidelines and laws against energy drinks due to the high risk of issues.
You said that instead of losing your energy drinks stimulate you. So how would that have no therapeutic benefit?
Stimulant means like it makes you more wide awake, and it doesn't help you as much. And caffeine has a lot of those side effects, so which doesn't help. It's not a therapeutic effect. It's a side effect.
But I was just wondering, are adults able to drink as much caffeine as children?
I did my research on kids, like from 4 to 19-year-olds. I'll get back to you.
You were saying the dosage, like how much for each age. How long was that? Like for what period of time?
For 1 day.
Well, I think that answers Peter's question, which is yes, because my mom got a white flash from drinking Red Bull a couple years ago.
Regarding the studies that have been done on this, what sorts of experiments did they do to determine these results?
Well, they did research where they looked at different like experiments, other experiments that have been done, and they got more information from those, and then did their own research on those.
And an example of that sort of study would be the effect of caffeine on children, resulting in what sort of questions were asked, what were the parameters of said experiments?
They were trying to see what health effects on caffeine, see if it helps, if it benefits at all, if it benefits. Oh,
Is it more harmful to drink coffee or drink
energy.
All right, thank you, Mr. General.